Yeah, so let's go ahead and get levels.
Nope. Okay, Kayla's not.
It
gonna be
almost
fun
worked.
tonight.
I almost made them sing.
Hi.
You know what? I think that'll work.
Hey everybody, welcome to LACA this week. We're starting our new module, Missing at Sea. And this week we have some new characters at the table. We're going to introduce them one at a time with a little bit of role play, but for right now we're going to go around the table. Everybody's going to say their name and their character's name. We're going to start right here on my right.
Hi, I'm Jesse, and I will be playing Grimmum Steelgrip, a half-orc fighter.
Hi, I'm Kayla, and I am still playing my lore bard, and I am Ariana Nabor.
Hi everyone, I'm Danielle, and I'm going to be playing Sariel, a half-elf wizard.
Hi everyone, I'm Jacob. I'm going to be playing Son of the Darkness, a Tabaxi paladin who goes by Sun.
Alrighty, so we're going to go ahead and start off with the venerable Mr. Steelgrip here. He finds himself, after some long stretches of hardship in his life, at the bottom of a tankard of ale and an empty purse. He's approached by a barmaid. He's familiar with her to some extent. She's been serving him drinks for a while now. But his coins run out, and he feels a light tap on his shoulder.
Amy, I need more. I need more.
Grimmum, you can't have any more. You can't pay for it.
I have been a worthy customer for the past... Oh, how many days has it been?
Too many.
Whatever the case, I'm sure you can put it on my tab.
You don't have a tab anymore. Your purse is empty.
Grimmum will stand up. Very daunting man, half-orc. He's well over 6 foot. And he looks angry at Amy until he finally turns away and storms off into a corner, away from the bar.
So Grimmum stands and he towers over Amy. And he turns to storm off into the corner. And Amy catches his wrist, and then, speaking in a voice which is not her own, says, "Come to the center of town. Do it immediately. Your presence is needed." Then she sort of shakes herself and lets go of your wrist, and as if she doesn't know why she was holding it in the first place, and goes back to her business.
Grimmum will ponder as to if he believes this is some sort of sign for his son, but under no suspicion of evil, he will go ahead and go towards the town. Center of town.
All right. We'll move on now to Sun in the Dark. Alrighty, so Sun, you are a paladin, and you find yourself waiting for a quest, more or less. Since you've passed your initiation rites, you've done fairly standard, righteous things, served as much as you were able, but nothing's really ignited the fire in your heart. And for the most part, you've found yourself meditating. And then, on this morning, for whatever reason, you wake and It's as if there's a drop of ice water sitting at the base of your neck, right where your mark is. It's just constant, and you reach up to feel it, and there's nothing there. The mark is there, but you can't feel any physical sensation with your hand. It's just this coldness that you can feel in your bones. And as you go out to begin your day, you find your feet are drawing you towards the center of town. And as you reach the central plaza, where you left for your initiation rites, you see that the avatar of the Veil is actually standing in the center of the plaza, as if he's waiting.
I'm going to go up and speak with him.
Okay. This being the case, we're going to go ahead and wait for other people to arrive. All right. He does take note of your presence as you approach, and he just holds a finger up to his lips. Sariel, you went through your initiation rites at the same time as the rest of these good fine folk in our last module. And you were a wizard, a being of intellect. And you've been studying, and just recently, yesterday, you were in the library, and you came across an old tome on the kingdoms of Cletheros. And you were reading through it, and it's fascinating. It's not magical, so you sort of put it to the side. But then you were getting ready to leave the library, and it caught your eye again. You checked it out, and took it home with you. And you awoke this morning to a feeling very much like the one I just described to Sun. Just ice in your veil mark. And as you get ready to leave, once again, the book catches your eye, and not thinking much of it, you pick it up and stick it in your satchel as you get ready to head back to the library to continue research. But as you're walking the streets, there seems to be a lot of foot traffic, and for whatever reason, your normal route is almost completely blocked. And you found yourself rerouted through the central plaza. When you get there, you see that it's nearly deserted, but there are two figures standing in the center. One of them looks up at you, and you recognize it as the avatar of the Sunveil. He looks into your eyes, smiles, and beckons you to join him.
Okay, I'll go walk over.
As you approach, the feeling of ice in your mark fades away. He holds up a finger to his lips. Ariana, you're evil. You're a bard. You've been doing evil bard things since initiation rites. You're a good deal wealthier for it, at least in the coin purse, if not in, morality. As the case may be, you've been a right proper charlatan for the past little while. And the authorities of the town aren't the most thrilled. But you're Velda, and, well, as far as they're concerned, that makes you pretty much able to do as you please, provided you're not really hurting anyone. So your weighted dice are overlooked, and you go about your business, as it were. This morning, you wake up and your dice are missing. And your coin purse is lighter than you remember when you went to bed. And you've got this strange tingle at the base of your neck.
Shouldn't have taken that leprechaun gold.
Maybe I had a little too much to drink last night. No.
Your head doesn't hurt. You're not sick to your stomach. Well, you might be when you notice your purse is light.
I kind of fidget through my purse, just kind of double check. It's empty, or emptier, I would assume.
It is not empty. it contains 50 gold pieces. When you went to bed last night, it most certainly contained over 200.
I'm not happy.
No.
I worked hard for that.
That's a word that some people might use to describe the activities you engaged in. Not very many people. But some people.
I worked hard for that. I got off my butt for that money.
So what do you do?
Am I at home? Am I...
You are in your quarters, as they were.
I'm gonna go looking for the fool who took my money.
Okay. So you stand up and you get dressed. Your favorite dagger's also missing.
No!
And you slide your second favorite dagger into its sheath and belt on your rapier and head out into the world. There's some sort of accident on the road outside your house, seems to be blocking traffic. You're able to nimbly move around it and skirt through the crowd around the edges. You don't really have any idea who would have taken your gold, but you're trusting your instincts, follow your feet. And you end up in a less populated side street, and you know where it leads. It does not lead to the central plaza, but when you get to the end of it, that's where you are.
Well, I know I didn't donate my money, so it's somewhere.
You see 3 figures standing in the center of the plaza. One of them has the aura of power about him, which you recognize to be the Sunveil's avatar.
Oh, him again. Well, I guess I should probably turn around and walk the other direction. But if he's standing, I might as well.
He's standing, his back's to you, the others aren't looking at you.
My feet want to turn around. I feel like I should go forward. At least, bump elbows with him. It's been a while.
Sure. So you walk forward into the plaza, and as soon as you step foot into it, he turns and inclines his head to you and motions that you should join him and the other 2 figures standing there. One, a gray-furred tabaxi. The other, you reckon to be a half-elf. And as you walk closer, before you offer any sort of greeting, he holds a finger up to his lips.
Part of me really wants to walk up and just smack him on the back, since the last time I probably actually had a conversation with him was when I kind of insulted him. But the shh is really out of the ordinary. So I'm assuming as I'm walking up, I start like this little as I'm walking towards him. Just because I'd rather him not, kill me on the spot.
Grima, you're hungover, as it were. Not drunk because, well, you're poor. You've been summoned to the central plaza. And in your hungover state, it takes you a bit. You definitely caused some sort of vehicular accident along the way. Eventually, you make your way there. And it's deserted. It's never this empty. The last time you saw it this empty, it was maybe 3 a.m. There are 4 figures standing in the center.
I know I'm supposed to be here, so I'm going to walk in fairly confidently.
Is it drunkenly?
No, not drunkenly. I'm
Hungoverly.
But I'm also a half-orc, so I got enough, wherewithal to be like, yeah, I'm strong.
How disheveled do you look?
Are you very clearly hungover?
I wouldn't think so, because I don't know how drunk half-orcs normally get. But I'd imagine they're pretty decent when they wake up in the morning. Maybe angry. They're generally just angry.
Are they always
Do I
angry?
see him?
When was the last time you saw someone pull an all-nighter? Like a really bad all-nighter. like a pulling your hair out in the library all-nighter.
That kind of.
He looks like that, but hungover.
Gotcha. So as
Wow.
he approaches,
Pretty sure that Danielle represents that statement sometimes.
a little bit, as he approaches, I reach into one of the pockets of my backpack and I pull out this little tiny vial and I go, "Here, drink this. I want to see what happens."
What race are you?
She's very charismatic.
Yeah.
And diplomatic.
You can roll insight versus persuasion if you like.
Grimum he's naturally going to say something to the effect of,
I don't need your stupid potions. I'm a strong half-orc, and I don't need no wizard help.
And as he says it, I lean over to whomever is next to me.
The Greyford Tabaxi.
Well, he just put the fun into dysfunctional.
And he got the disc, too.
I lean in and I go, "Darling, it's not magic, it's science. Give it a shot, see what happens. It'll probably help with this current state of mind."
What's
All
the
right, let's
science
roll
you
against
speak
it.
of?
Alright, I need persuasion from Sariel, and I need insight from Grimum.
16 on insight from Grimum.
6 on persuasion.
Okay, so with your insight, you're able to tell that she seems to be on the level in that she thinks it's scientific, and she doesn't know what will happen if you drink it.
Grimum takes it in his hand and he says,
Maybe next time.
and squishes it, and it just, the vile liquor just kind of goes down his arm.
Sun looks quite sad.
Okay, so you grab it and you squeeze it, and it's a glass vial, right? So it breaks, and you're not having the greatest day, and you're not the most coordinated. So you have a cut on your hand now, and you have a strange, quote-unquote, scientific substance in it. So,
That was smart.
She was
I
going to have me
told you.
drink it.
I told you, dysfunctional.
No, I was working on a hangover cure.
Well, apparently you failed. Please tell me it's potted plant.
it's not potted plant, it's so much better. A tiny, tiny unicorn manifests itself, like it crawls out of the cut in your hand.
If I have to deal with this for any longer, this unicorn will not survive.
The unicorn, turns to you, snorts, shakes its head, tosses its mane, and then disappears, and there's just this thunderous sound. Everybody please make me con saves.
Oh, shoot.
Ooh, that one.
15.
11.
And a chip.
14.
That one chip for the
Okay,
win.
so you had a 15 and you had a 14?
Mhm.
Okay. Y'all stay standing. Sariel and Roman stay standing. Ariana, Sun, and the Sunveil are not so lucky.
God.
You're all knocked down as the sonic boom from this unicorn leaving happens. So that was fun. Fun little sidetrack there.
Are you trying to kill us?
I said drink it, not apply it to a cut. There's a difference.
What would have happened if he drank it? Would have, exploded out of him alien style?
No, I've drank it twice with hangovers. It usually works wonders.
Oh. That explains a lot.
The Sunveil stands up, dusts off his butt, looks around at all of you, seems to consider for a second, tilting his head back and forth like, really? Is this the best I can do? Shrugs, and finally opens his mouth to speak. I suppose you're wondering why I've gathered you here.
Grimum will turn to Ariana. I'm assuming she's fairly close.
Well, I'm still on the ground. I've yet to get up. I'm trying to bury myself in the sorrow of being stuck with another bunch of idiots again.
He will hold out his hands for you to take.
I look at the hand. Look at you. I'm really small in comparison.
Mm-hmm.
I take the hand, then I stand up, and I just pull back.
I'm very surprised you took the hand.
Grimmum, as soon as you come up to his level, or he bends down a little bit to be on your level, and he says,
Who's the fat old man?
Hey, fat old man! He wants to know who you are.
So
The Sunveil, who weighs probably 165 soaking wet.
Pat, 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 pat. And I, go behind him.
Sun just looks completely aghast.
He sort of looks around as if he's searching for a fat old man. Shrugs, realizes you must be talking about him, and says, "Oh, I suppose that we've not met yet, Grandma. I imagine that could be confusing. I am the Sunveil."
Makes you feel like a real idiot now, don't you?
do you say that?
Yes.
He will give you an intimidating glare. See if that shuts you up.
I chuckle.
Okay, roll for intimidation.
16.
Jacob, what's your charisma score?
16.
He's fine. He's not in the least bit intimidated by you, considering that you just had a tiny unicorn form itself.
Fair.
I mean, to be fair, that did blow me on my butt.
You were blown away, weren't you?
It was,
White.
It might have knocked you off your high horse a bit. Moving on. He's sort of steps towards you. It's subtle. You're not entirely sure you saw his feet move, but he's closer to you now. And he lays a hand on your shoulder and says, "I'm very sorry about your family. I wish that I could demystify that for you. But I'm afraid I have need of your services." And you just feel this intense heat right at the base of your neck. And it spreads out, just permeating through your entire body. It feels almost as if it's scorching your very soul. And then it dies down. You feel very warmed, not at all hungover. And the veil says, "I'm afraid that blessing may have come a bit suddenly. As it stands, each of you have something to offer to a certain task I need completed."
So we got comedic relief, the other comedic relief, the idiot who's the butt of the jokes,
And that makes you...
the smart one.
Ah! That make you the dead one real quick if your mouth doesn't shut.
It's funny because I have 8 intelligence.
Yeah, I put a wizard in your party. It's not really. You don't have a low end party anymore. You're fine.
Oh, thank God.
He turns to Ariana and says, Your part in this will not come until you've reached your destination. I'm sure you'll smooth over any obstacles on the way there as best you can." He turns to Sariel and says, "The book that you found, it's an old favorite of mine, and you really should study it carefully for the next week or so while you're traveling." He turns to Sun and says, "Your part is as shepherd. Good luck."
I'm gonna need it. For those two, obviously, not the smart part.
I am quite smart, thank you.
The Sunveil just sort of blinks at you. Turns to Grimham and says, "I'm afraid you'll need to go back to Clotheros."
I don't believe my son is in Clotheros.
Why'd you say my name?
That's why I said it was going to get confusing.
Yeah, your son from Sunveil, he's looking for his son, who's also from the Sunveil.
Perfect.
We'll try to keep that as clear as possible, which is to say not at all.
I don't believe my son is in Cletheros.
What your answers are.
I'm certainly not your son. I'm my son.
Son,
Yes.
I know it's not in your nature, but I will need you to be quiet for perhaps a moment.
I'll try.
I like him now.
I'm sorry.
He turns back to you and says, will you go?
Anything that I can do to repair my family.
There are two options for your travel. There is a small ship which you can take from port town, my territory. It will not sail swiftly nor as well, but it will save you some time in the overland journey. Or you may cross the plains of the Airvale and head to the city of the Watervale, where a vessel awaits you.
So water or water? Ew.
There is typically water involved in arriving on Cletheros.
Water's icky.
That's between you and the sea.
I have friends at the Watervale. If we decide to take that route.
I break out the book and try to read the book as we're going, and I probably run into a lot of
The
different things.
Sunveil will sort of give each of you a half bow and then say, I'll leave the decision of how to travel up to you. Please make haste.